May 8th, I believe, or 9th, 2020, Saturday morning, and I'm going to be doing a quick flight from Dalton, Georgia to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and level field, and I'm going to set it up in the GTN. So Dalton Municipal to level field, where the honors course is, which I hope to go back to soon, maybe this year. And I'm practicing my approaches in there just in case, because I'm happy to bring three other people with me. And here we go. So that flight plan is in, and map on, and ready to go. Unfreeze the sim. Brake on, off, flaps up, props full forward, mixtures forward. We will rotate at blue line plus 5 knots, or 10, depending on how I feel. Okay, run up complete, brakes off, fuel pumps on. Fuel pumps on, right there. Okay, we're ready. Here we go. And desired course is 324. And it's 324, that's good. So he's got to do 180. And we'll climb up to like 4,000 some odd feet. There's 90. There's 100. Plus 5, rotate. Okay, positive rate, no gear problems. Tap the brakes, gear up. Its gears up and stowed right into the soup. And we will fly this a little bit on autopilot here. 800 feet a minute up, engaged. Go up to 4,500, autopilot on, and heading bug. And we're bringing everything right around. There's the 6-pack right there, guys. And I'm gonna take care of the engine, which brings it back to like 25 inches manifold pressure. And then the second row is RPMs, it's 25 inches RPMs. There you go. Leave the fuel where it is, fuel flow. Landing light off. And boost pump left engine off. Still have fuel, good. Right engine off, good. And got to sync up the props, or making a hell of a noise. Prop sync on. There we go. That denotes whether the propellers are both synchronized, spinning at the same speed, so you don't hear this annoying noise. And you can see we need to continue the turn to intercept our course that I picked. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I can also just hit direct on the GPS and activate, see that? And it automatically straightens out my course line right there, and then I just go back to that. Okay, and then what I'll do, see now it's turning, and I'm totally in the clouds, I can't see anything. And what I do next is I will hit nav on my autopilot. This is a really good autopilot. King KFC 150 or something like that. And, okay, and we are climbing. And since it's now on autopilot nav, this heading bug is deactivated and the airplane will just fly the course itself. And it's going to continue the climb up to 4,500 feet. Okay. 1,000 feet to go is what that tells me. Get a little swig of some Java. Very good. It's a short 24-mile trip, okay? So I'm gonna actually have to get set up on the approach already, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do next. So this is my sim control. So this is the instructor station. I mean, quite literally, guys, this is amazing. I wanted to show this to everybody. But if you look at my outside, I can't see anything, right? That's also part of the instructor station, has all the instructor instruments so they can watch what I'm doing. Watch this. Time weather. Okay. Clear. Ready? I'm gonna hit the clear button. You see that? That says clear. Oh, look at that. Now it's turning VFR. That's the low clouds. Middle clouds. I'm gonna hit clear. Ready? Good. Upper clouds, clear. Bang. Perfectly VFR day. Beautiful. Okay. But that's great. So what I'll do is now I'm going to put overcast low. Okay. That way I'm flying in the clouds. And that's how you train. Okay. Although in training, I'm not necessarily using the autopilot all the time, but try to fly a flight sim, doing a video blog, and flying it by hand is not the easiest thing in the world. Okay, so I'm at level off at 4,500 feet, just leveled off, and now I'm going to bring my power back to cruise power, which in this airplane I'm gonna short flight 22 inches, okay, and 2,300 RPMs per engine, and bring the fuel flow back until the EGT comes up. EGT is coming up. Okay, it's right about there. My fuel flow is around 13 gallons per side, it's 26 gallons. I can continue to do this. So there's peak, and I can bring it back a little further on the left engine, 50 degrees. That's 50 degrees lean of peak, so that's where I am now, and my fuel flow is like 9.5 gallons. And on the right engine now, bringing it back, and there's 50 degrees lean of peak. So that's what these are showing. Fuel flow, left engine, right engine, and EGT. I did a little too much. Bring it back. Oops, wrong button. Oh, see? Okay, enriching. I like to run around 12 gallons an hour. So anyway, that's just an example of the leaning procedure. So 12 gallons an hour per side, 24 gallons. They say in a Baron, this is a Beechcraft Baron, 26 gallons, but 24 will do. Okay, so now I got to get set up on my approach into Chattanooga. Chattanooga, load approach. I know the winds are from the north, so let's plan on doing the RNAV runway 2 LPV, which is right there. And we were not going to do vectors. We're going to go to FIDGO, right there. FIDGO. No, we're not going to go FIDGO. We're going to go, well, let's see what DUMGO looks like. No, we don't want to do it. We'll do FIDGO. FIDGO. And load approach and activate. Everything's in there. Hard left turn to FIDGO to get set up. They pop the chart up there automatically. I hate the chart on the freaking GPS, so I take that off. Okay, if I want to look at the chart, I will go over here to my iPad, use ForeFlight, FlyQ, or what's the other one? Garmin Pilot. Okay, so going into Chattanooga, plates for Chattanooga. I just told you I'm going to do the RNAV runway 2, which is right here. Boom. And I'm going to go straight to FIDGO. And as long as I'm at 3,800 feet to start this, you can see all the towers out of here. So 3,800 feet is where I need to start this. So I'm going to descend to 3,800 feet. I'm right at 4,500 now. So I'm going to set up a descent rate of 500 feet a minute. And I'm going to stop at 3,800 feet. Okay, there we go. So engage. Immediately the airplane starts to drop. Okay, and arm the altitude capture. Bang. Okay, and now we're going to FIDGO, which is the initial approach fix. Right there. My airplane is geo-referenced on this chart, and here we go over to it. And desired course is 260 degrees right there. So 260 degrees should be in my HSI. Okay, so I'll put 260 degrees in my HSI. That's 260 degrees. There's a 23 knot wind from the north, which is why I am slightly askew. I'm crabbing to the north, okay? All right, so that's that. A couple hundred feet to go. Almost out of coffee. Okay, pitot heat's on because we're in the clouds. 9 miles to the initial approach fix of Fidgo. Okay. Whenever I get to Fidgo, I have to do a procedure turn. Okay, so I am going to start slowing the airplane up a little bit because you have to stay ahead of these things. There's 3,800 and it just captured, guys, right there. Captured 3,800 feet. Okay, at Fidgo, it's going to be like a parallel entry, I would say. Based on this, it would be a parallel entry to me. But the GPS, the Garmin is showing a little something. No, totally a parallel. Perfect. Where is it? That's what the white dashed lines are. So parallel entry. And again, slowing the airplane down to, I want it down to 20 inches of manifold pressure. Okay, slowing it down for the approach. Okay, no reason to be going like a hot rod. So I'm set up at 3,800. I have Fidgo in. We're on autopilot nav. Okay, now I brief my thing. Brief my approach. ATIS 119.85. Put that up here. On COM 2, 85. And activate it. Okay, standby, activate. And pretend to listen to ATIS. Okay. I am on Chattanooga approach with 125.1, which shows you right here. That's active. This is standby. That's Atlanta Center. Now, I want to put the tower frequency in because I know they're going to switch me to tower, 118.3. So 118.3. Enter. Okay, so that's in standby. So whenever they switch me over to tower, I'll be ready for it. Getting close to Fidgo. Okay. Ground is 121.7. That's fine. Final approach course is 022 degrees. I can see the back of my hand. Great. Minimum altitude at the glide slope intercept is 2,500 feet above sea level, 1,817 feet above the ground. Decision altitude is 883 feet. It's 200 feet above the ground. Airport elevation is 683. And the missed approach, climb to 3,800, direct to Hedip and hold. Okay, I'm not going to do a missed approach this morning, I don't think, unless I have time. And here we go. Here's our parallel entry right here. It's telling us left to 202 now. Okay, so in here I will go left to 202 on my heading bug. See, 2. That's 200. 1, 2. Okay, at this point, this isn't as important to me. But what I'm going to do is get it ready for the final approach course, which I said a second ago is 022 degrees. So I take my HSI and put it on 0212. That's 022 degrees, okay? And you'll see how this works. I'm in the procedure turn. After I cross over the Fidgo again, I'm allowed down to 2,500 feet, okay? So I'm going to prepare that up here, 2,500 feet, and I'm going to have a faster descent rate. I'm going to call it 800 feet a minute because I only have, I have 8 miles, 8.5 miles, so that's fine. Perfect, okay? I'll be ready to activate, engage that, and arm the other thing. All right, so I am in the middle of doing my procedure turn outbound. Here it is, right there. And I'm going to do more than 180. I'm going to do like 210 or 220 degree turn to the left to intercept my inbound course. And you'll see that depicted here. Depicted right there. So you're going to come around, go this way, and intercept the course going down. Okay, left to 337 now. So left 337 degrees. Okay, so watch the heading bug, guys. It comes down. Here's my actual course inbound. But if I turn 180 degrees, I'm going to be west of that, which I don't want to be west of that. or not aligned with it. So I actually have to continue my turn to intercept, okay? Like that. And that's what's happening. And this is my inbound course that you see. I'm flying directly away from my inbound course because that's my airplane, the little orange airplane. I'm flying away from it. So I'm just going to continue my turn around, as you can see. Okay, at this point, I am going to lower my power to, on a Beechcraft bearing, to 19 inches of manifold pressure. Okay, just preparing to slow the airplane down because speed is all important. If you notice on my airspeed indicator, there it is. The white line is my airspeed and it's slowing. And once I get past that little white arrow, which is right there, then I can put the gear down. Okay, and the gear down slows down. Continuing the turn, and look guys, it's still completely socked in with clouds. Now that would be my inbound course, but I have to continue my intercept, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm continuing the turn to the north and west, okay? That's like the intercept, something like that. Still level, still in a turn, and you'll see my course line coming back in. Let's see me depict it over here. So you see the angle that I have? This is my course line. There's the runway. Okay. Where's the runway? Right there's the runway. Coming in, going up there, and after I go past FIDGO, I am allowed down to 2,500 feet. And after I get to CK, I'll have a glide slope intercept, and then I'll fly the glide slope and basically localizer down to missed approach point, because it's an LPV approach, down to 883 feet, which is right there, which is at 200 feet above the ground, which is ILS quality approach. And if I can't see the runway, I'm going to do my missed approach, which is climb to 3,800, direct to another waypoint, het waypoint, okay? Now here comes my intercept coming in, right here. Right there. It's coming in. And now I'm going to turn on to my course to the right. There you go. Okay. Now, at this point, guys, I'm established basically in my approach, which is great. And I'm going to go past FIDGO. I'm past it, which it says I'm past it right now. Okay, and now I'm going to activate my descent profile, which I've programmed in of 800 feet a minute descent. And there we go, starting downhill. And I'm going to engage the 2,500 foot level off. Engage, it's armed, okay? And I'm not gonna reduce power. I don't mind the speed on this right here because we have 8.7 miles to go from here to here. And I have plenty of time to get there. And we're still in the clouds. And this is my approach into Chattanooga, Tennessee to play at the honors course with my buddies from Butler and the Field Club. All right. You know who you are. At this point, I know I'm going to be landing light on, fuel boost pump on, both engines, okay? So I'm going to enrich in the mixtures of the, okay? I'm going to leave the props where they are. I'm not concerned about that yet, but on short final, I will put the props full forward. I'm taking prop sync off at this point. No, not yet. Still too early. Here we are, heading towards the final approach fix. And the final approach fix is CK. And at CK, we're 2,500 feet mean sea level. And then we'll be starting downhill. At this point, I'm switching over to tower because the call would be Bearing 42364. Maintain 2,500 till established at CK. And contact tower 121.1. So I go bearing over to tower, or maintain 2,500 till CK. Contact tower 121 or 118.3. So I go 118.3. There we go. Right there. This is a GTN 750 by Garmin, and we are level at 2,500 feet. At this point, guys, I'm hitting the approach button on me autopilot. There's approach. So approach is activated, and now these two yellow bars, one there and one there, that's my glide slope angle. So whenever that starts coming down, I'm going to put my approach flaps on, one notch down, approach flaps, and I'll put my gear down, okay? And I have 1.9 nautical miles till I get there. RNAV, runway 2 into Chattanooga, Tennessee, level field. Everything seems squared away. I do have my sim set up to fail something randomly every 15 minutes, and so far I have not seen anything failed. But I'm looking over here at my vacuum. Usually the vacuum will fail and these instruments don't work. Okay, so I'm pulling the power back another 2 inches to 17 inches of manifold pressure to slow us down again, because I told you I want to get below that arrow. But I can put my flaps out. No, I can't. So I just broke that rule. Sorry, I got distracted. So I put the flaps out too fast. I have to be below 152 to do that. And here comes the gear down. So I could have put the gear down. Okay. Glide slope intercept and localizer established. And we are starting downhill. And we are pulling the power back to 16 inches of manifold pressure, and then 15 inches of manifold pressure, because this airplane is slippery and will continue to speed up, and I don't want it to speed up on the descent into Chattanooga. At this point, mixture's full rich, and because I'm power is so low, I'll put the props forward, which is right there. Okay. I'm not going to put them the whole way up. I'll put them up to like 2,500 because I don't want that noise. And our missed approach altitude is 883 feet. I think I have the sim set up to break out of the clouds before that. And here we go. 3 green, fuel selector on both. If it was a Cessna, it's irrelevant here. On fullest tank. Boost pumps are on. Landing lights on, strobe lights are on.
Final runway 02 at Kilo Charlie Hotel Alpha. Warning, airport not in current route.
It is on my sim, not in here. I don't have it in here. So there we are. 2 mile final. So we got to get serious here. And back to my plate. 883. So this thing should be breaking out very soon. $500 feet to go. 400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 to go. My speed is perfect, like almost, it's 120 knots. All right, 500 feet to ground. Here we go. Breaking out of the clouds, guys. There's the runway. You can see the runway right there. And it's a nice clear day under the cloud deck at Chattanooga. Pull my power back a little more. Second notch of flaps, landing flaps. Well, I'm putting them in a little early. Props full forward. Props full forward for high RPM in case I need to go around. If an airplane comes out on the runway, a deer, a person. Just yesterday or 2 days ago, a person ran out in front of a Southwest Airlines and got smashed by an engine. I forget what airport. Okay, here's flight director off, autopilot off, hand fly it. I'm a little below 100, which I don't really like, but can't do everything. We're committed to land. committed to landing, and 3 green, last check. Power to idle. That's a full stall landing. That's a stall warning indicator. And we have landed in Chattanooga. The van should be waiting for us to take us over to the honors course and have a nice 2-day golf event with a great barbecue in the cabin with my boys Mullen and Bromley and Skip Winfelder and more chaps. Remain suspended. And now I gotta go. I have to get out of here. 25-minute video. Wonder how many people will watch that. Cheers.